All right, and we seem to be live. Welcome, everybody. We're just going to set up a couple of things, and while we're doing that, I am going to kind of say why I actually kind of like doing this free-to-play account. I know that we've been doing it for a while, a little bit over a month, and a lot of it comes down to economy, and it really does. There were times of my life where I didn't have a whole lot going on, and yep, things have changed now, definitely, because as you get older and you get skills and you start to build up your economy a little bit, you kind of get a little spoiled, I think. But the free-to-play stuff, especially in this great time of inflation, seems to be what I want to do for a while, just because it seems like the right thing to do, if that makes any sense. We can't always have everything that we desire right off the bat. Therefore, a little bit of grind never really hurt anybody. Let's get into the drafts. Let's get them going. We're going to actually kind of put our money on the line here. We have one free draft token, and we are literally right around the corner of getting a quick draft in as well. Welcome, everybody, if you are there. Don't see anybody yet, but that should change rather rapidly. Yep, that's set up correctly. All right. Let's get right into action. We're going to kind of explain why I'm drafting certain things. I've drafted this quite a few times. And I've done Dimir Fairies and have won. I've done green and black and have done just fine. It seems like there's a lot of really strong sets out there right now, and that's actually going to really benefit us. So, it really doesn't matter what other folks are drafting. There's so many good things to do in Wilds of Eldraine that there's always a way to find a win. That's what we're hoping for. I'm going to ready up. Hey, how's it going, man? Thank you for joining. How you doing today? All right, let's start this out. We got the Vinestalk. I'm happy with this card. I like it. It's very late game for us. We also have Cove in here if we want to go into fairies. That's an early fairy to take. Could also do things like the Gatekeeper, but it's picking up a token most of the time. Fairy Assassin, I think, is fine. Nice and early. Vinestalk might be really good to get just for the collection in and of itself. Chillin', dude. How's the grind treating you? Well, we are about to find out because, lo and behold, we already busted our token to get into this draft, and we're hoping for good things. We're hoping to get up to around 4,000 today. Still a ways away. A Tale of Ages was passed. Wow. This is a really good card. I do like it quite a bit. It's way outside of our first pick. Way outside of it. Fairy Naughty I've found to be very good. It does a lot of things for us. Witch, also very good in a green-black kind of build. I do kind of want to grab this Tale for the Ages, though. Enchanted creatures get +1, +2/+2. It's pretty good stuff. Ego Drain could be good, especially if we're going for fairies. We're getting our second fairy. Ego Drain definitely comes back around to us. Borrow Naughty. I do like this card. I love this card. But I haven't really had a whole lot of luck with white in this set. I know it's fine, but I just haven't had quite the amount of luck I would have liked to see with it. We have the Familiar, which is fine, but we have Spell Stutter, which I've had a lot of good success with. There's also an Ice Out, but Spell Stutter I think is a little bit better. We're going for the spells. People tend to ignore blue from what I've seen. Hatching Plans is fine. We've got the Attendants. Keep getting some fairies. We keep getting past fairies, we're going to keep taking them. I'm at 99% of the World of Wilds of Eldraine collection. Yes. Oh, absolutely. That's good stuff. And constructed events. Well, on this account, we don't have a whole lot of the set at all. But on the other account, on my real account, you know, the one that I play outside of what we're doing right now, I have most of the set unlocked. It's been a great draft environment. I have really enjoyed the draft environment for this set. Not only for the adventures, but just because it's so varied. You can do so many things with a draft. Into the phase Court. Ooh, we also have the Dreaming Duelist. If they're going to keep passing fairies, I'm going to keep taking those fairies. We're going to keep getting them. Yeah, but I've really enjoyed this draft environment. It's been really, really good. Not a whole lot going on here. Maybe we're taking Water Wings and passing. I think blue is fairly open. I thought black was fairly open, but I don't know. Maybe not. We do get this mythic here. You may cast spells from your hand without paying their mana cost. Omniscience. I kind of want that for the collection. But I think that Misleading Motes is the slightly better card here. For us. I'm going to rare draft that. Yeah, Eldraine draft is fun. I like that. Yep, the quick drafts have started. Oh, yeah, and I love it, especially for this here account, because now I could get into one about every 3 or 4 days, and that's fantastic. By the way, this is the free-to-play account, and trying to build it up nice and beautifully. See how far we could get before I get kind of burnt out on this. But yeah, it's been a great draft environment. There's been a little bit of a lull in content being produced because I've just been drafting. I don't know if you guys want to all see a lot more drafting on this channel, but I think drafting is so important to playing good Magic. It really is. That's how you really learn about what the cards are capable of. Oh, a little bit of a slow pass to us. But I'm liking what we're doing so far. We have 6 creatures, and 5 of them are fairies. I am quite happy with that. Ego Drain got passed to us. Since we have a lot of fairies, Ego Drain might actually be good. So we're grabbing that, for sure. Some Dimir stuff. Dimir's strong in Standard. So, I mean, it's just gotten stronger with Wilds of Eldraine. Haven't played a lot of Standard lately, but I could only imagine. And another slow pass to us. Could actually put this down here. This could stay here at 3 and 4. This could go and come over here too. A lot of really cheap stuff in our deck, and that's exactly what we want. We just want to fly over, sit in the Air Force, get it done. Break the Spell is fine. Maybe we're grabbing a Commune. Commune's okay. We don't have any major bombs in the deck. The Fairy deck really doesn't need a huge bomb. Like, this could be a bomb in for Dimir. Just not allowing your opponent to do anything. I like the card. So, what are you guys' favorite things to draft in Wilds of Eldraine? Min Montoro, specifically. You're always there, man, and I do appreciate it. Let's grab the Living Lectern. Passing on away. Living Lectern probably does not make the deck. Every time I've had it, I've basically discarded it. And Water Wings is a fine sideboard. It looks like blue is pretty open, though. Enchantment. Expensive. Copy activated ability. Yeah, okay. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a trigger ability of a permanent you control, that ability triggers an additional time. That could actually be okay for us. It is a mythic as well. We do get the Assassin, though. Assassin is very nice for what we're trying to do. We could always even go Evolving Wilds, but we definitely don't want to do that on the first pick. Destroy target creature or enchantment. Create a Wicked roll. Yep, that's the one. We need to get some kill stuff going on. We have to get some interaction rolling. I do like the Coven, so we're going to highlight that. I do not like Dark Tutelage at all. I think this is terrible. You could kill yourself very, very quickly. What else do we have in here? We got a Quick Study. Quick Study is fantastic. We already have one Coven. Maybe a second Coven is fine, and we might get past that Quick Study if blue is open enough. Though, one can make the argument, use blue to draw cards. This is technically the better card. I'm going to grab it. We need to find some murder stuff. We need to find kill things. Attendance is great. Nothing here. We're wanting to get more fairies, I think. Gatekeeper probably loses his spot for now. Though, argument can be made he's coming back into the deck. What do we got going on? Only 4 spells. We only have 1 kill spell with Shatter the Oath. 1 murder. But a lot of discard things so far. A lot of discard things. Kind of disrupts what the opponent is doing very nicely. But we're really hoping to get some more things like Shatter the Oath. What's the one? The Sugar Rush. Not the Sugar Rush. Guy that gives -3/-3. The enchantment that gives -2/-2. Opponent loses 2 life every upkeep. We want that card too. We want to be looking out for stuff like that. And, wow. Okay, that kills something. Not Dead After All is here. But Witch's Vanity is okay. I don't like how it's mana value 2 or less. But, you know, maybe we kill a token or something. Create a food token. Create a wicked token. It does a lot of things. And it's cheap to get off. Into the Phase Court is definitely an option as well. There's 2 really good cards in here. And 1 okay for Not Dead After All. Hamlet Glutton is also here, which is pretty good. A lot of really good cards in this pack. Also Hope of Vigil. We're going to go Witch's Vanity, though. And this pack is much less good for us. Maybe just pick up the Crystal Grotto or maybe even a Not Dead After All. Let's go with the Grotto. It probably makes the deck. Probably makes it. Greta is here. That is fantastic. Another Crystal Grotto. The Transmuter is here as well. Curse rolls are almost as good as removal in a lot of ways. If it's just like a 6/7 and does nothing else. Make it a 1/1 that does nothing. That's just as good as them dying. Another fairy, a Sleight of Hand, a Hopeless Nightmare. More discard things. It's really disruptive. We have 2 attendants already. So probably going for the Hopeless Nightmare here. Yeah. Water Wings is looking like it's going to be our pick. We're not super excited about it. Candy Trail also could be a pick. Even though we don't have anything that interacts with food, I'm going to grab the Candy Trail just in case we want to put it in the deck. If we start to see some weaknesses, we put it in. Yep, there's Up the Beanstalk. If you're playing green, you draft that card. We're going to grab the Evolving Wilds. Thins our deck a little bit. Helps fix mana. Just a bit. Grim Research, Dark Tutelage comes back to us. We go with the Rowan's Grim Search here. Gets to do some things, and we finally have a 3-drop, fellows. Isn't that fantastic? I don't know about this one, guys. I do not know. Grabbing the Assault, because why not? And there's nothing here for us in these last few picks. All right, we need removal really, really badly. We have 8 creatures, 7 non. Oh, Horned Lock Whale is here. The owner of attacking creature you don't control puts it on the top or bottom of the library, which is fine. Yeah, we're going to grab this. This is fantastic card. I don't know if our deck really wants it, but... Oh, do we rare draft this? We could rare draft the Bunnycorn. Kind of want it for the collection. We also... That's a counterspell, right? No, this is not a great card. I don't like it necessarily. Or Curiosity. Curiosity, I've had great success getting Curiosity down on fairies. So we're going to definitely get that. Freeze in Place might be good because we don't have a lot of removal. Destroy target. Up, Feed the Cauldron. That is fine. We're going to pick up that Feed the Cauldron. What do we have here? Another Coven. We've already got 2 Covens, so probably not making it. Freeze in Place. We don't have any of. That could tap out their flyers if they do so happen to have flyers. Get some damage in. Again, not the biggest fan of this card. For 4, you get to return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, draw a card. It just doesn't do enough for me to really be excited about it. But we do have more attendants. Which, another Crystal Grotto. We've already got 1. We don't want too many Crystal Grottos. We do get a Witch here. Diminisher Witch, I feel, is a good enough card to keep going with. It's fine. Right? Where is it? Yeah, Diminisher Witch. You got to bargain it, and it's a little bit hard to bargain with what we have on the board, but that's what we're hoping to do. We're hoping to bargain it. Even if we have to bargain like a Hopeless Nightmare, try to wait for that to go off. Do its thing. Then we get to, scry 2 and put a curse token on an opponent creature, which is fantastic. All right, looks like we're going with the Giant. It was probably the pick anyway, but, we almost had to choose it. Got too busy talking about the other card. Assassin. Let's go with the Assassin. Nice little flash action. We didn't get many counter spells or anything like that. We are really, I don't know. I don't know about this one. Yeah, we're just going to draft this. Don't really care about either of those creatures there. Well, we'll grab a Vermin, put him on the sideboard for now, and let's see what we were able to put together. Dream Spoilers. Yeah, that's fine. Don't have a whole lot of spells in this. Usually with fairies, you want a lot of spells. A lot of removal stuff and all that, but we do not have them. 'Tis a shame, but we will do with what we got. I might have got a little bit stuck up on just grabbing fairies. I enjoy fairies. I think that they're incredibly fun. That's 24 on the dot. Wow. Okay. It's not really necessarily great. Not a whole lot of wiggle room with this. Witch's Vanity definitely stays in. Borrow Naughty definitely stays in. Spell Stutter. Freeze in Place is fine. Feed the Cauldron is it's good early game. And you get to create food that you can sacrifice stuff to. Shatter the Oath is great. We don't have many ways of drawing cards except for Curiosity. And I've noticed that Curiosity lands in your hand quite a bit whenever you draft it. I do like this card, the Dreaming Duelist. Obira, I'm guessing that's how you say it. Please correct me. Diminishing Witch, I think is fine. What other blue and black do we have? We have the Vermin. We could put the Vermin in, though I don't see it being very effective in our deck. We're gonna grab a Gatekeeper. Drop an Attendant. Attendant's really good, though. Let's get the Attendant back. Keep the Gatekeeper. Target opponent discards 2 cards, and then you create a Wicked roll. We were able to get 10 fairies. So 10 of our 15 creatures are fairies. And the creatures that we don't have that are not fairies are pretty good anyway, like the Diminisher Witch. Nice little interaction with the opponent. Don't like this curve. Not a super fan of it. Our mana cost is very high for this deck. But we could cast this down here. We could cast this down here early game. Anything else. We could cast these 2 here. So the curve isn't as bad as it would seem. We are actually pretty fast. Galvanic Giant seems fine. The only thing is we only have 4 creatures. That is going to let it do its thing. But you get to tap a target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. I think it's worth keeping him in here. And we don't have a whole lot to draw cards with. We saw a lot of stuff, but we saw things that we wanted more. I would rather just have good cards in the hand than to draw more sometimes, especially in drafting. But this is not what we want to be doing in Dimir. We did want more things to draw cards. We do have a Curiosity. Have some interaction with the opponent. We got a lot of ways to like return creatures to their hand and stuff like that to kind of slow them down a little bit. But as far as kill spells, we have Shatter the Oath, we have Feed the Cauldron, and we have something else. Yeah, Witch's Vanity. That's it. But we do have a lot of things like Hopeless Nightmare. We have the spell Scorn Coven and other stuff that helps us discard the opponent's stuff. Target that the Whisper here irritates Whisper, making the opponent discard 2 cards, get a Wicked roll. So I think we could do some things with this. Yeah, put those 2 in. I guess we're going 7-7. Yeah, it's about 50-50 split. So yeah, 7-7. Since this is the free-to-play account, we don't have any fun lands. So maybe we're just grabbing the Wild of Eldraine lands. Just keep it on topic here. Yeah, give me that one. And then for the black, we're going for more Wilds of Eldraine stuff. This one looks kind of cool. Go with that one. And we'll bump them up to 7 each. And we're going to get right into it. Awesome. We got ourselves a deck. I'm not sure how well it's going to do. People kept passing us fairies, but they did not pass us a whole lot of removal and or card draw. And that is where I think that we're going to have a little bit of a problem. Happy to catch a live stream. Good luck drafting. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Little scared. As said, we have to get to around 4,000 gems with this. So let's go. We are going to give it a shot. First round. Here we go. Mr. Tibior? Okay, mana's fine. Hopeless Nightmare to start off into a Borrow Naughty. Some decent early interaction with the Gatekeeper and Attendants. I say we keep and we try for this. Drop the Hopeless Nightmare as fast as possible. Turn 2, Borrow Naughty. And we're off to the races. Nice slow start for the opponent, but he does get to thin his deck by 1 card. Alright. Why don't you discard a card and lose 2 life? Feed the Cauldron in hand as well. I think Attendance is going to be played a little bit later. We'll put this over on the left-hand side. And we'll keep the Gatekeeper here, Borrow Naughty here, and the Cauldron right here on the end. So we can just grab it and throw it out there real quick. Okay, 2 mana on board. He still hasn't done anything. I know White-Red likes to be a little bit aggro. Has a lot of removal as well. Oh, a lot of damage spells. And they have that 1 aura as well. Don't want to start falling behind here. Could do a couple things. Feed the Cauldron. Could return it to his hand. But if we get that Borrow Naughty going, we increase the amount of fairies we have on the board, and then he's going to have lifelink. So do we want lifelink now, or do we want him to have to cast this again next turn? Or do we just kill it? Decisions are hard. Decisions are hard. Well, I don't think 1 life is really going to make that much of a difference, but this blocks the Grand Ball Guest fairly well. So we drop it down. See what he decides to do. There's 1 spell, and he actually creates a cursed roll connected to it. So that's his second one. So this becomes a 3/3 trample. Interesting. Doesn't really affect us too much. He's got to find a way to get this cursed roll off of him in order for this to be good. Otherwise, it's just a 1/1 with lifelink. We've got 2 1/1s with lifelink. Fair enough. Fair enough. But opponent down to 2 cards, so can't really complain too much. I think we're going to kill it. We'll wait till his turn. One thing that you want to keep in mind whenever you're drafting is you want to basically use all of your mana at all times. So just killing this right now is fine. Oh, wait. Let's see what he targets. He targets... Please target the Courtier. Oh, boy. Alright, well, whatever. Why don't you... destroy this. We'll return this to his hand. I want to get that 3/3 lifelinker off of the field. This has Ward 1. And since this is a sorcery, we're going to have to do it right. Meow. That is a shame. Man, I don't think this first match is going to go too well. It's not looking good. Wow. Okay, so you got a lot of flyers. Maybe I disrespect white a little bit too much in this set. It's not bad stuff. We could drop the witch, make one of these a 1/1. I still think we're pretty far behind. This costs 2. It's really a shame that we didn't get the land that we really needed. Sack the Nightmare. Scry 2. Put that to the bottom, and you know what? We're going to have to keep this on top. Make that a 1/1. We have enough life that we are going to still be alive for a little bit. And of course, we have the attendance to give -4, -4. He's got to hold back the Clothier. Huh. So he's creating a roll for it anyway. And that's the one that loses 2 life when it dies. Okay. We're going to stick it out. We're going to hope for the best here. Blocking this. And I guess we are not dropping attendance because we do not have the mana to do it yet. Kind of burned on mana just a bit. Grabbing blue. And I guess we're passing. We can survive this turn. We have one of these we could do on this one and then block that one. And, I mean, we'll trade here for sure. Collector's Vault. Pretty good card. Draw a card, discard a card, create a treasure token. Which one do you want to discard? Alright, he discards land. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Here he comes. Well, we aren't going to be taking any damage here. It's Ward 1. Okay. Auto pay. And now we have 5 mana, so we could actually push this into play next turn. And his stuff's a lot worse. Okay. Do it like this. We'll do it live. Borrow Naughty coming out. This is interesting, isn't it? I think this is a little bit more interesting to do. Nice little 3/4. Borrow Naughty now has lifelink, so maybe we're getting back into this bad boy. Probably double blocking the Clothier. No attacks. Opponent. Belligerent of the Ball. Loving that celebration stuff from the opponent. Now here's the thing. Do we double block the Clothier? Probably going to have to. Okay, this will gain Menace. Haven't messed with red, haven't messed with white, hardly at all. Alright, fair enough. So this guy has Menace. We double block this. We'll gain a life. We'll probably lose the attendance. That's it. That's what happens. We'll gain a life too, though. I think that's very important. So we'll be down to 2. Oh, well. No, we won't. We will be down to 1. Not much hope into this one. Yeah, a little bit too late. Okay. Could drop this bad boy. We live to fight another day. We block here. Keep it rolling. Oh, wait, no, because he's going to give it menace. We've lost. Round 1 is no good. Gross. Absolutely not the way we wanted to start. Not the way at all. Let's look at the deck a little bit. This completely doesn't help. Water Wings might help. And it's cheap. Since we don't have a whole lot of removal, maybe we're making the opponent fall into some traps. I think that makes sense in my brain. We didn't get the discard effects that we really wanted. The Hand Hate. We didn't get the Curiosity. He just had bigger things in the air, which was something I was hoping wouldn't happen, but certainly did. That's fine. Ego Drain goes away. One of the attendants goes away. We kind of got flooded with attendants in that one. Just grinding out dailies, but managed to go 4-0 in Diamond with our Artifacts deck. Absolutely. That deck is brutal. It's one of those decks where you're swinging for 6 on turn 2. It's so much faster than Mono Green Devotion. So much faster. It's absolutely broken. Fun stuff. Maybe Witch's Vanity is going. I don't think so. Discarding 2 cards is going to be very important for us. Dream Spoilers might be leaving, though we need creatures, like, in a bad way. Go down to 1 Water Wings. There we go. That's the deck. Yeah, Azorius Artifacts are always a very, very interesting deck. We definitely want to keep building that out for this profile as well. Because there's other things we could do with that deck. Okay. Dreaming Duelist. We've got a Giant. We've got Curiosity in hand. Feed the Cauldron. This looks solid. And a Candy Trail. Okay, Plains Candy Trail. Perfect for the opponent. We can't really do anything till turn 2 anyway, so Evolving Wilds really doesn't hurt us here. Very fun stuff for sure. Had one elf player who honestly had me beat, but he just conceded out of the blue. Yeah, that happens. It's a frustrating deck to try to beat. And as soon as... you know what? I've had people scoop whenever I thought they were ahead, but I knew what I had in my hand, and they necessarily didn't. Right? So a lot of the times they'll be like, nah, he's got it. All he has to do is have, like, a decent card in hand. Okay, we got a Spell Stutter. Maybe we're just passing to the opponent. Yeah, let's just pass. Now we want to use our Spell Stutter. 3rd mana. And also the Dreaming Duelist does have Flash. So we didn't waste our mana anyway. No mana. Gee whiz. Okay, we are going to grow the Duelist. Please do not have removal. If he has removal, we just ran right into it. Swing. Opponent. Alright. Alright. Fine. Play the Nightmare. Discard a card. Lose 2 life. That was our main way of drawing cards in this deck. It's rough. It's quite rough. My hand was empty. No kidding. Just managed to slow him down more than he was comfortable with. Yeah, that is a typical elf player. I didn't get to do all the things right now. I'm going to concede. All right. Well, we're looking at our opponent. Our opponent is looking at us. Nobody's really done anything of significance in this round, which is fine. We missed a mana drop, so that's pretty bad for us. But countering this is pretty good for us. Awesome, we got mana. Awesome stuff. We're just passing again. Feed the Cauldron. If we could get this off, it'll be nice. But we're at that point in the game where most of the drops are probably going to be a little bit too big for Feed the Cauldron. Let's scry. What do we want? We probably want land. Put that on the bottom. Keep that on the top. I know we just put that in the deck, but we are bottoming it. Yeah, that's typical elf stuff, though. Like, I didn't win by now. I thought I had time for one match before X, Y, and Z happened. Try to get the attendance going. He resolves. Perfect. Opponent. Yeah, we really need to get some good wins today with what we have. I really want to get up to 4,000 gems. Seems like I have the unfortunate side of streaming where I get a little caught up talking sometimes. Does happen. Yeah, he managed to go hella wide with 2 War Masters. Yuck. Yeah, but didn't find any buff cards. Yep. Still think he would have been dead in 2 or 3 turns. Oh, yeah. Take the free wins when they're available. They don't come all the time, but when they do, they are nice to take advantage of. Cannot kill that. Swing. Let's just get a ton of pressure on the field. But I think for now we pass. Give it -4, -0 for a turn. See what he does. Maybe we could get a Feed the Cauldron off. Feed the Cauldron is becoming progressively worse as time goes on in this match. Do we get our first rope of the day? Doesn't look like it. Not yet. Coming in. All right. Doing this. -4, -0. Opponent. Cool. So this is how we're going to get a little bit ahead here. Second main. What do you got? Anything? He's going to kill my attendants. Something. Oh, he returned it to my hand. Okay. Got to draw a card, though. That is quite unfortunate. All right, there we go. That is what I'm talking about right there. Getting that Shattered Oath right there is just fine for us. Still having trouble drawing lands. Dropping attendance. He was able to slow me down a little bit. I was able to slow him down a little bit. I am really worried about removal here. Just a tap, scries, draws a card. Pretty good stuff. Huh. Ooh, a 4/4. But that falls prey to Witch's Vanity. He will get some damage off this turn. I am not looking forward to the damage, but we're going to be just fine. Absolutely brutal into the Fey Court. creates a 1/1. That's a lot of card advantage for the opponent. Let's go ahead and kill this now and put a Wicked token here. And then we're probably just going to pass turn. I don't think we're swinging because this is just, yeah, lose 1 life. Pass. We're going to clear his field back out. He's got a lot of cards, though. What, is that full hand? Yep, it sure is. So where do we block? He could have Sugar Rush or something of the sort. There's a couple of nice little tricks, especially on black. I'm thinking about Sugar Rush right now. Huh. Just tapping him out. Makes him a 1/1 as well. Gross. Well, we're going to definitely Witch's Vanity. He got a lot of good stuff in this deck. And a rare land for us indeed. Well, go with Witch's Vanity. Loses 2 life and you draw a card. Man, I don't think we got it. I think this was just a really bad draft for us. Destroy that. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bargain this. We're going to sacrifice the Wicked token. If we can grab it, we did. Submit 1. Make this a 1/1. That protects us a little bit. We're only at 4 health. His ability is really what's going to hurt us. Opponent. This does not have flying. Feed the Cauldron can kill the fairy. He hasn't had many 2 and 3 drops. And that's the problem with Feed the Cauldron and the like. A lot of the times it kind of kills you like it did here. We just didn't get any removal passed to us. I should have went out of Dimir as fast as possible, but you know, I like playing with fairies. They're fun. They're very good. Don't know why he's swinging with that, unless he's got a trick. He probably has a trick. And there it is. Gotta get him out of his hand. Do I see a way out of this? Well, no, not with that on the field. Yeah. We did get the whale. That's not good enough. This isn't good enough. We cannot be saved. Alas, I die. Alas. That is 2 rounds. That did not go well. Man. Makes me want to just go over to Constructed and just smash faces. Yeah, let's go over to the deck again. This was not the perfect draft, but it does happen. Ego Drain, I'm pulling back in. Curiosity, like we haven't seen Curiosity at all. There's nothing else we could really put in here unless we want to go up on attendance. Not the greatest showing here. Candy Trail might allow us to scry to the things that we need. Yeah, we're going to go into it. We're going to just hope for the best. We do have a quick draft we could do, but I am going to have to go win a round. I thought I could at least win one round, but hey, here we are. Here we are. Hasn't been the best deck for us. Thought it looked fine. Tons of fairies. Just can't seem to draw them. Can't seem to draw our lands either, but hey, it does happen. Yep, that's the reason I just pump gold into packs. Suck at drafting too much. Yeah. So I just lose value compared to spending it at the store. Well, it really depends. Like, I'll go through a drought in drafting where, you know, it won't go well. But then once you start to get used to the format and draft a little bit more, you become progressively better at it over time. Right? And you get gems whenever you draft. And that's what I like. Yeah, for the longest time, I just bought packs. And I'm mostly a constructed player. But especially on this free-to-play account, I've got to take some gambles. Choose two. Well, that's one too many things you could choose. Pass. What do we want to do? Could drop that. We're one away from that. We could do the Gatekeeper on his turn, but we could also Hopeless Nightmare if nothing happens. Seems fair to me. Well, that is a 4/4. Well, we need to get to our removal. Or that's a 3/3 menace, but the mana cost is 4. True, but I'm not sure I want to spend X gold in climbing that particular learning curve. Yeah. I do understand. Like, you can get good value out of just buying packs anyway. Right? It doesn't really matter. Like, you can do what makes you happy playing the game. It is a game. Well, we could drop this guy down. The 3/3 still hits us. Then we could flash in the assassin next turn. We could also return this rat to his hand now. Then we have 2 mana remaining, and nothing in our hand costs 2 mana. Of course, we draw all of our expensive stuff. All of them. This is a sorcery. Just return that to your hand. We'll slow play it. So wings in for 3. We get the Ranger. Pass. Crystal Grotto. And mana, unfortunately, we need it. It is super unfortunate. Could drop this, but I don't see the point. I really want to get the giant down. It blocks a 2/2. We take 3. Some stuff can happen here. Want to save up enough gold in preparation for the next set already anyways. Anything above that, I'm hoping to turn into some gems through historic events. That is a good way to go. You know what? We could do some historic events. We have gold. It might be better to do some historic events because, by golly, gee, this draft has not gone well. Have to change the thumbnail for this. I would like to make some changes to that deck. kind of get it a little bit more driven home that this is the deck. Dropping another, what it was it? An island? Perfect. We swinging? Yeah, I mean, like, that's the beauty of these decks. You get to constantly make changes to them and make them slightly better and make them into what you want them to be. Flash and flying. I mean, we might be able to race him here. We probably can race him. And that's why I like to have a wide collection, so I could constantly make changes to my decks. Feral Encounter. Another rare for the opponent. Well, some days it just ain't your draft. Opponent taking his sweet time. Ouch. Ouch. Now that my artifact deck is pretty much done, I'm already looking for the next one to craft. Absolutely. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Unfortunately for me right now, my resources are very limited, and this kind of rough draft is not helping us. Elf Ball or Yawgmoth. Elves are always good, or at least they seem to always be good. It's hard to lose if you go with elves. It is possible, but it is a little bit difficult. Goes my turn. I'm going to sack a food. I'm going to play the assassin. I'm going to pass back to me. That card does not help. Well, we can kill the darling. Maybe we're doing that just to get some pressure off of the board. Swing in for 3, 6. 6 and 3. That's 9. He has a block. Giant boost from being able to drop 50k on packs at the start of the set. Yep. Gave me all the rare wild cards I needed. Fantastic. One turn clock there, sir. Can you kill the assassin, or can you put a flyer out? He cannot. All right, things are starting to turn around here. All right, looking good. Whew. We are going in with my definition of a jank fairy deck. Fairies, usually they're pretty good, but we're going to actually name this deck right now. Jank Fairies. Jank Fairies. Bam. It has been a disappointing one, and I do not know how to spell fairies. Did I spell that right now? Yeah, look at that. I learned how to spell. Let's go in, see if we can get a couple more of those. If we get back up to 3 wins, I will be happy with this. It'll give us a decent amount of gems. This draft was discounted, so we're happy to do it. Reddy's Whisper. Attendance, not a lot to do early game, but we might be able to Grim Research. I think the right move is mulliganing this. Not a whole lot going on for this particular hand. Now let's send it back, shuffle, draw again. Alright, some decent stuff. A decent amount of land. Crystal Grotto probably going on bottom. Maybe it's actually the giant. Throw the giant away. Oh, he's got a little whoppers. Cute. Mountain from the opponent. We get another swamp. Alright. We like swamps. We prefer islands. Treasure. It's good stuff. A little bit of ramp. Get our island out. He gets his treasure. And does he pass? Or are you going to break your treasure now? That would be kind of weird. Let's get swamp. And let's pass. Outrider, it costs 3, therefore this does nothing. Perfect. The removal in this set is definitely unfortunate. Alright, well, your turn, I guess. Can't remove him with our removal. But we can give him -4, -0. Therefore, we don't take any damage this turn. We set up our attendants to come out 2 turns from now. And then we have a 3/4 flyer. Oh, creating some 1/1s, I see. Could make him return that to his hand. Make him waste his mana for a second turn. What do we want? Yeah, go ahead and return that to your hand there, buddy. I think taking the 4 is okay. Yeah. Hurts, but we drop the Coven here. Borrow Naughty is exactly where we want to be. Drop the Coven. And here we go. Hey, Coffee Sal, good to catch you live. Have you read my comments about Azorius artifacts? Can you refresh me on those? Wait, I've been reading a couple of comments about the Azorius artifacts. You've been using them, I believe. I know there's a couple folks out there using some Azorius artifacts now. That's quite an intense rope. Opponent really doesn't want to discard a card here. Is he gone? Did he leave? Did we get handed a win? That is my only question. No, we did not. Oh, man, that is a shame. I take free wins. I like free wins. Free wins are how you build an account. Alright, we trade. We have more cards in hand than him. So now we have Naughty. Using your deck. Yeah, I was hoping to see you pilot this deck. Yep, I was actually, yeah, I remember that comment in particular. I will be piloting that deck at some point. It's either going to be, well, I don't want to do it as a video because I've already made a video of me piloting that deck. But, it would be really nice to do a live stream where it's just me piloting the deck. We're in the middle of a draft here. I'm trying to get to 4,000 gems. Maybe we could move over to that, though. I know you got to give the people what they want. Got an assassin in hand. Paradox Engine and into the Reservoir combo deck or Boros artifacts. Hey, you know what? Let's finish this draft and let's see what's going on. I would have to change the thumbnail, but I do want to try to get a few gems out of this. Assassin. Coming in hot, baby. Would be aces, yeah. We could definitely do that. Just get on here and try to grind up the mythic. I got a 2-1. I think that has first strike on his turn, right? Yeah, as long as it's your turn, he has first strike. Well, we go borrow naughty here. Is that 2 or less? Yeah, baby. Oh my god. Maybe the first time Witch's Vanity pays off for us. Kill it. Kill it. Move on. Looking good so far. We have Shatter the Oath in hand. It's fantastic. Oh, that's a lot of 1/1s. Oh, baby. That is a lot of 1/1s. We get some food. Might push me to try for the final leap the mythic as well. I'm currently in the middle of Diamond 3. That's fantastic. Once you get up into like Diamond and stuff like that, it's literally a matter of time till you get the mythic. We do need another fairy out here, so we're going to drop this. Now we have lifelink, baby. That's where we want to be, is lifelink. We're going to just literally pass a turn. He hasn't shown that he has any way of removing my stuff. With him playing red and green, there are some damage spells out there, but he's not going to be able to fight with rats. Yeah, let's take some voting. Who wants to continue to draft, and who wants to actually go over and just play Azorius artifacts? Got some ideas to change the thing a little bit too. So for Azorius artifacts, put A for draft. I mean, let's do D. What do you guys want to see? Nope, don't block that one. Let's see, this is 2, 4, that's 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. We go up 1. Pretty bad. Oh, Wicked Roll definitely put it on the borrow naughty. Curiosity, put it on the borrow naughty as well. That was a really big swing. I'm stuck at Plat 3 using Boros Arcane Bombardment with Demired Toxic decks. Oh, wow. They feel good, but people keep pulling sick combos all the time with new cards. Yeah. Azorius Artifact for sure. We got 2 Ds. We got an A from Giant Belgium as well. Yeah. If that Explorer Anthology is your goal, you probably ought to just go for that before it disappears. Yeah, that is definitely a big goal. Kind of need to get it. I don't know whether to swing here or not. That's the thing. I don't think swinging helps us live. We could do some tricks that keep us alive. Kind of need to kill that recruiter. He is low and on the ground. Here he comes. Well, let's take that out. This gets -1/-1. Okay. Pop food. Kill that. No. Come over here, kill this. block here. We take 3. But we gain 2. Is this an instant? This is a sorcery, unfortunately. Oh my god, that is a big goose mother. Wow. Kill that now. Yeah, and create a roll here. All right, pass. We did enough. So close to turning the corner. Yeah, it's right there. He's almost out of stuff. Ah, nah, we killed the goose. We killed the goose. The goose dies. Now, if we do 4 here, well, we still... Man, you know what's a real shame is we haven't really drawn any mana. We're close to turning the corner, but I still can't swing. Because this is 3, 4, 5, and we die. What if I just swing with the naughty? I don't know what he has, but I'm going to swing with the naughty. I'm going to grow this 1. Yes, I'm definitely glad he didn't draw a ton of cards. We will take that action. You know what? A rare land indeed. We take it. We take it. We have Spell Stutter in our hand. So he'd have to pay 4. He passes. Another Borrow Naughty. All right, here we go. We are turning that corner. I know that, like, he might... His best move might be to swing, but... He has not done it yet. Swinging for 2. We draw another card. Gonna keep all mana up. Opponent. Whew, down to 15. What a match. What a complicated match. We might actually turn this one around, guys. Up to 9. We're almost back up to the midway point of our life total. Man, oh man. Yes, take the action for sure. We have plenty of cards left, right? 20. Oh, and we got a land. Oh, beautiful. Mwah. That is what we wanted to see. And we're passing. We're still playing defense. So I want to not just play the attendance out. Why don't you return that to your hand? He pays 2 more. We have 1, 2, 3 fairies. Return that. Lifelink is kind of important nowadays. Yes, especially for this draft environment. The further we get away from 0, the further the opponent is from winning. Yes. So many deal X damage cards. Oh, yeah. This set has a couple of deal X damage cards that are actually really good. Or grow your creature X amount of 1/1 for the end of turn. A lot of that stuff going around. They've always been really popular with me. I mean, like the first one that I really saw was that Drake from way back in the day. +1/+0, the little 2/3. They reprinted him recently. Doesn't see a lot of play anymore. Used to see a lot of play back in the day. Does not give me an opportunity to spell stutter. All right, well, why don't you discard a card? That's step one, is you discarding something. Alright, there goes a mana, it seems. And we're swinging and we're pumping this Burrow Naughty 1. I mean, I still think that the opponent lost a lot of opportunity by not actually continuing to swing. It might not have been right, but knowing what I had in my hand, it was right. Should have kept aggressive. Hopeless Nightmare hits for 2 and makes your opponent discard a card. And you can scry for 2. Yes, when sacked. It's such a good card. Yeah, and especially if you get like the Diminisher Witch, right? Speaking of value from Hopeless Nightmare, now we get to scry 2 and put a, what is it called? The Curse Token on an opponent. Creature. You know, it's so good. Oh, and Curiosity is absolutely fantastic in Draft. Oh, well, we got 3, so he definitely pays for this to happen. Let's make him waste all of his mana, though, and kill more of these birds. Or rats. They're not birds. If they were birds, I would actually be in a little bit of trouble. He lets it go. Did I miscount? Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, because automatically it's 2. I did miscount. Yeah, he could do nothing anymore. That's just... We've won this. It's just a matter of time now. Might as well play out our hand. Should do this on the upkeep. Or second main, but I'm going to throw the Coven out right now. He's probably going to scoop at some point. Great stuff. Love the bargain mechanic in the new set. Yes. Bargain is fun. I wonder if there's a way to make, like, just enchantment artifact decks that are based around bargaining things. If not in standard, maybe Explorer or something. Yep. Doing this. Sacking that. Scrying 2. We're hoping to put land on the bottom. Oh, man. Oh, man. 2 lands that we will not draw. And we will put that there. Swinging out for 3 lifelink, and we are now ahead on life, baby. Awesome. We get to draw a card as well. Curiosity is so good. And freeze in place. This is a sorcery, unfortunately. Let's see what he has. Drew a card. Let's see if it's something that keeps you in this game. Looks like he's got an enchantment. He's looking for something. Alright. Brave the Wilds at this late in the game. Not great. Now his land is a 3/3. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, I drafted the blue cheap enchantment cards the other day, which, when sacked, gets you 3 cards. Pretty powerful. Goes well with bargain. It does. I've drafted that card, and lo and behold, I absolutely loved it. That card is fantastic in draft. 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 5 more. So it's not time to all swing yet. So we continue to swing with our Burrow Naughties. And he has this food that he can sack as well. We've got a little bit of work to do before we actually finally push this guy over. He's gone. His 1 blue land too. Wonder why he picked his only blue aside from mountain or forest. That is a good question. He's probably splashing blue for a finisher, and he just never found it. Oh, you know what? It's the Goose Mother. He had to have that blue for a Goose Mother. And he's already used his Goose Mother, so he's like, well, this is nothing now. I used my Goose Mother, and I removed it immediately, just luckily had it in the hand. That was a hard match. That was hard fought. It finally ended after what seems like eons. 2 wins. That'll get us up to 1,000 gems. We really need that 3rd win. We really do. That 3rd win is going to be super important. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. It's like, well, I have the Goose Mother in here. You murdered it. It's in the graveyard. It ain't coming back. So might as well toss the blue land away. I think he saw the inevitable, though. His finisher was in the graveyard. Our finisher is just having a lot of things in the air that could poke the opponent to death. That's what our finisher is. This almost works like the Azorius artifacts in a way. You know, it's just like, all right, here's a 1/1. I'm going to turn it into a 3/3. And that's going to just snowball. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to snowball. I guess you could really say just tempo decks in general. I'm guessing 5 wins? Well, we have won 2, we have lost 2. It has not been the most successful draft I've ever done. That is where we are right now. Exactly. Just a little poke. Just a little poke. It's kind of like that game that people play in high school, right? Where you poke somebody in the same spot of the arm over and over again until they can't stand it. At first, they're like, oh, this is nothing. About an hour later, they're like, all right, this is starting to hurt a little bit. Just little tap, tap, tap it in. Just tap, tap, tap it in. All day long. Yeah, we're just holding. Hoping to get a win here, but we need to draw a creature. Most of our deck is creatures, though. Let's drop the Grotto here, and that is a creature, and we are close to casting it. We already got 1 in the hand. It's hard for the opponent to do damage when we have the attendants in hand. So we're fine just chilling. I like that, though, nibbling at the earlobes. Kill it. We won't get many chances to use Feed the Cauldron, so we might as well use it when we can. I guess we should have held up and then used Witch's Vanity. Beggars and Choosers, though. Yeah, we should have definitely used Witch's Vanity there. Hopeless Nightmare. Never lose hope. Drop this right now. We're hoping to see another land come down, and then hopefully he has to discard something that is not land. That's at least my logic here. Maybe he drops a couple of 1 or 2 drops. So, he has a trick. We have another attendance in hand. Alright, now that we know he has a trick, he's probably not going to use it if we don't block. The next turn, we hold up the other attendants. We wait for him to use his trick. We -4/-4 on it, right? See the logic here? I think that works. I think that's doing some things. Yeah, before we go over to Azorius Artifacts, I definitely want to complete this draft because we're so close to just dying, so perfect. Yeah, just go on. Go on with ya. We're going to try to kill the belligerent of the ball. Try. We might lose the attendants trying to do that. He did only drop off the Evolving Wilds with the Hopeless Nightmare, but it is card advantage. And this is the turn that we do the thing. Block. What do you got? Oh. Okay. So basically nothing happens. An 0-1 attacked by a -1/3. I watch Jim Davis all the time. Yeah, Jim Davis is awesome. I love his approach to the game as well. He's pretty good. Yeah, let's kill that. Doing some normal things here. And I guess we're going to start swinging. We could do this. I would love to see another creature. You know what? That's pretty good, right? Put the manas on the bottom. Let's get ahead. The least destructive battle ever. Yes. A -1/3 versus a 0-1. Who shall win? We're just hitting each other with... Think of something really soft, right? Pieces of paper that aren't folded, you know. Let's see who falls down first. You're going to wear your arm out before that ever becomes a thing, though. All right, this is great. He drops a 6/7 on the field. This is a sorcery, unfortunately. So we have to kill that and now grow the attendance. There we go. Swing in for 4. Bada boom, bada bang. Down to 11. Pool noodles. That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Though pool noodles hurt a little bit more than a -1/3. Brave the Wilds. I have not seen this card be good yet. Early game, if you get it, it's fantastic. But at this point, it's kind of a wet noodle. Perfect. We probably want to do the adventure side of this. Swing. Put him on a clock. Draw 4, discard 2. We will do that on the opponent's turn. Good. Instant. Whew. Thought I had messed that up. And that's 3, 6, 7. We have barely enough mana for it. Did not realize he had the land. This might actually be a position for us where we have to fight for our dear life. Oh, yeah, that life gain is brutal. All right, let's draw some cards. We want to keep this. We want to keep the naughty. Drop that. Drop one of the naughties. All right, down to 10. That is quite painful. It better be an instant for 7 mana. Yeah. Hey, it isn't. It is a common card though, right? Or is it uncommon? It's an uncommon. So sometimes you see some really bad uncommon cards. Still playable in limited. Borrow Naughty comes out. Am I doing Rowan's Grim Research or Grim Search here? Maybe we're just holding back. Trying to build a field. Have plenty to do. But hey, you're supposed to use all of your mana if you can. Get the giant going. Hold back. We want to nuke this fortress. Welcome. We are up to 11 folks in the chat. That's fantastic, guys. Thank you for joining today. Oh, of course, you Glass Casket. I am so happy they reprinted Glass Casket. Pretty good art, too. We're getting him to hold back. Yeah, do this. Bargain. The Hopeless Nightmare. Scry 2. We want Spell Stutter. Oh, we want that too. Do we just do 2 to the top? Yeah. I'm going to go 2 to the top here. Yeah, curse that. And since we already looked at the 2 on the top, we'll just pay 3, draw 2. Awesome. And we do not have Spell Stutter up. Yep, hold back. End the turn. Let's just get ahead of him now. Now he can cast whatever he wants this turn. We cannot stop him. We do not have Spell Stutter up, unfortunately. Nukes don't work on force fields. Didn't you watch Independence Day? Oh my god. That would make too much sense. We are getting to the point where we're going to swing. We're almost there. Curse that. I love it. So much cursing. Now, this will be a 1/4. If we swing with... Nah, let's try to get more value before we start going. Tap that. Awesome. Maybe we do hit for 4 here. Yeah, we're going to hit for 4. If he brings his fortress into it, we can handle it. We handle it with the attendants as well as a giant, and he's gone. Wow. Yeah, yep. I just saw your comment. Yes, we can attack with that 4/5. Isn't Water Wings just lethal? I don't think so if he was blocking. Let's look. Did I have the lethal? So we could have swung 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He blocks one of them. This is an instant. That's 4. And yeah, it would have been lethal. It absolutely would have been. I just missed it. Yep, put him on the clock. Yeah, the reason I didn't want to swing, if he has a trick or something, right, I'm wide open to his land. I don't know. Maybe I was playing a little bit too conservatively. You know what? I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll see it when it comes up. Well, let's look. Actually, I have this little thing right here. Water Wings. 4/4 flying hexproof. Yeah, you're absolutely 100% right. You are 100% right. Get a curse roll here. -4, -0. Return a creature. Mana value 3 or less. This is a mulligan. It's, oh my god. Where is our blue mana? Ugh. And all expensive stuff again. Let's mulligan again. Oh, that was bad, guys. Oh man, I am in excruciating pain after that. Whew. Man, oh man, not the way we want to go out. Maybe with a fizzle. Yeah. 3 wins. Yes. At least we are equalizing at worst now. Exactly. And if you could do that every time, if you could actually fight your way into going 500 or 50%. 500 is baseball stuff, right? But if you can go 50% all the time, you're going to win. You're going to grow your economy much faster. Ooh, a curiosity. That is awfully, shall we say, curious. Definitely putting that curiosity on the duel list. Would prefer it on the naughty, but I also want to swing in this turn, and we've already dumped our hand off, guys. Man, oh man, we get a land? Ugh. Well, at least we got some damage we could get in with. Rowan's Grim Search allows us to draw a couple. Solitary Sanctuary. Okay, well, we are not going to be drawing a card with Curiosity this turn, and we went from not having a land, really, to flooding. Draw some cards. Swinging for 1 is fine. Gains us a life, so the opponent will knock us down 1 life per turn with the 2/2. Okay, that's... okay, that's painful, but we can get over that. This is interesting indeed. Swing in. Why don't you return that to your hand? We do not get the lifelink anymore. I have to keep that in mind. That's big. These two Vigis might actually give us some problems. Discard. What do you discard? Are we still being aggressive, or are we going to go on defense for a minute? Let's go on defense for just a few turns. We have the freeze in place, but we need to really build up our mana. Of course, and I do that, and now I'm going to get punished pretty heavily. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12? Ugh. Should I take 12? No, we'll block like this. Huh. It's got another... oh, yeah, he does have the trick. Ugh. Kind of ran right into that one. But we were dead anyway then. Or close to it. Evolving Wilds. Not the one we wanted. We might have to use a freeze in place here. That's 2. Huh. Man, oh man. We went out with a sputter. I don't think we could come back from this. We're going to try. Yeah, that's rough. We didn't get to draw much here. Like, what? We had a mulligan twice. Then we got the Dreaming Duelist and the Curiosity on it, which is fine. It was removed, which is fine. But we haven't really gotten anything to really help us stay in this match at all. Pop this. Let's get our second blue. Wow. Yeah, our land base is kind of rough on this one too. Oh my. There we go. Activate that ability. And then we're going to block here. Oh, boy. We go down to 1. I don't think there's any way out of this one. Yeah, double Molly hurt really bad. Really, really bad. I'm going to give him the old good game and scoop. Goodbye, opponent. Ouch. We did, however, I think we got the 3rd win. Before I say that out loud, which I just did, we're going to wait for the screen to load. And yeah, we did get the 3rd win. All right, that's 1,000 gems. That's the important one, because going from 250 gems to 1,000 is huge. Especially for this account. It's going to be really big. 2,500. I'm going to have to step away for about 2 minutes. I need to stand up for a little bit. I will be right back. And I'm back. Yeah, 3 wins is not bad. I wanted more, though. The greedy part of me says that I should have won a few more. And losing the first 2 rounds really kind of hurt us there. We did pull it back. Pulled it back around, won 3 in a row. And lo and behold, we get 2 packs, 1,000 gems. It's pretty good stuff, especially brand new free-to-play account. Yeah, I really wish this was another rare, because we got only 3 rares, 11 mythics. Now, we're going to put it up to a vote. Once again, I know we kind of voted on it. Azorius Artifacts 1, another draft 2. What do you guys want? So, question, spending 25,000 gold in Magic the Gathering Arena, open qualifier worth it? Just for the card sleeve. Oh, are you talking about this open right here? Let's take a look. Now you're saying just for the card sleeve? Certainly not. Right? Certainly not worth it just for the card sleeve. It's because it's a cosmetic, right? Like, yeah, you get a cosmetic and you pay 25,000 coins or 5,000 gems. 5,000 gems. Let's just see how much that would cost. I think it's $20. No, it's a little bit more than $20. You're looking at $30 for some card sleeves. Oh, okay. It is a hot sleeve. Let's take a look at that sleeve. Oh, man, I thought you were serious there for a second. You definitely got me. That's a pretty sweet sleeve. Worth it for just that. Man, oh man, you got me though. You did get me. All right, let's take a look. You know what? We got 2 with the Azorius Artifacts. Let's go ahead and pilot that deck for a little bit. We might as well. We're done building out some more blue stuff. But I want to look at this real quick. I know I put Sire Ginger in the main board. I'm thinking it's more of a sideboard piece. And I really like the interaction I have on the sideboard. I really do. I really wish I had crafted Esper Sentinel instead of Sire Ginger. But Sire Ginger is really good against Planeswalkers, which means it still gets a spot. But usually in the best of 3 rounds, it goes to the sideboard. Sometimes Hope of Girapur does as well. But lo and behold, generally it's still pretty good because of Retrofitter Foundry. And you can sack it to kind of give you a little bit of protection for a turn, which is nice. Yeah, as far as rares, we can craft 3. Do we want to put Esper Sentinel in here? And if so, do we put Hopa Girapur to the sideboard and get rid of Termod's Crypt as well as a second Termod's Crypt? So before piloting, let's do something. We are going to build this out a little bit more. Right. Because, okay, all right, there we go. Now we could get rid of those. Go to 1 Termod's Crypt. Can't wait to get the Sire Ginger sleeve at the end of the Mastery Pass. Absolutely. Someone else said in your comments that they're using Skrelv and Esper Sentinel. Yes, they did. I think you had Esper Sentinels in your main account for this deck. I did indeed. And I've been trying different things with this particular deck because there's so many different tools you could use. And I was thinking, Sire Ginger, he works in every format. He works in Standard, he works in Explorer, and he works in Historic. But Esper Sentinel is a much better choice, and that's why we're going to grab him right now. I just have to see what we want to really cut. If you're going to put in the 3 Sentinels, I'd board the slip out the backs. Yes. Yep, we just did that. We have those on the sideboard right now. Slip out the backs, back out there. And what else were you saying? And only 1 glitters? Really? You would go down to 1 glitters? I'll have to think about that. Maybe we could go down to 2 glitters. I could only do 3, though. Is there a Rambo card? He doesn't need sleeves. No. Take all the sleeves off. Yeah, we're playing like the 90s today, boys. All right. Maybe we also go down 1 copy of Hope of Girapur. And we are definitely putting Esper Sentinel in here. And we go to not collected. Because I don't have anything in this account. Bada boom, bada bang. I always like looking at this card. It's interesting because if you look at this card, it's a small tax on your opponent. And it really does do a lot. You wouldn't think it would. And like every time I look at this, I'm like, I don't know. But then when I take it out of things, it hurts the deck dramatically. Almost every single time. Man. What do we do? We have to cut 1 more. Maybe 1 Sire Ginger. Yeah, that was a card I have a lot of hope for. I still do. Maybe he makes his way back into this deck. We're going to have to see over time what exactly happens. Especially in combination with Loris. Absolutely. Play the Esper Sentinel. They always remove the Esper Sentinel. That's their first target no matter what. And then Loris gets him back from the graveyard. Neat thing is about the Esper Sentinel as well is it is an artifact creature. Now, you were talking about using Skrelv. I say his name right? Yeah. Skrelv in this deck. And I do agree that that's very, 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 very strong. And maybe eventually that will happen. But I think Esper Sentinel is a little bit more important to get into the deck than the Skrelv right now. And maybe Skrelv is a nice sideboard piece for this, right? Like get rid of the Hope of Girapur, get rid of one of the Glass Caskets or the other Sire Ginger, and get a couple copies of Skrelv for the sideboard. It is. Yeah. Go less on the Retrofitter Foundry. Oh, no, we can't do that. We need Retrofitter Foundry. That's a big target. That's a big target. But a lot of times I will sideboard one of these copies. But if you draw Ornithopter, Retrofitter Foundry, a lot of the times your opponent will just scoop. At least in my experience. Yep, best of 3, historic, and here we go. Yeah, Skrelv is sideboard for sure. If they're running a lot of removal, Skrelv. All right, let's pilot this. Well, we got untapped land. That's good. Got this Foundry. We got a Sentinel. I think it's good enough to keep. It's not my favorite hand. But, actually, if we don't see black come off, Inzul Artifact on the Sentinel seems strong. That's green. Okay, so we could Smith here and look for more stuff. But if we Inzul Artifact on the Sentinel, we're definitely drawing a card every time he casts a non-creature. Get some tempo running too. Opponent. Another forest. Mono green? Oh yeah, we get to draw. Hey! Man, we are already most of the way there, guys. Alright, let me read this real quick. That doesn't have a lot of non-creatures. Yeah, not great, but artifact plus a buff is definitely keepable. Yes. Well, I think I'm going to just try to blast right through this guy. This isn't huge, but swinging him for 9 on turn, what is this, 2, 3? Nah, it's turn 3. And he's wanting to play big stompy boys, but he's going to be dead before he gets there. All right, well, that definitely has a block that helps him ramp. We don't like that. Pay 2. Let's drop the Smith. We find Vault Scourge or the Bridge. Let's grab the Scourge. Let's turn the Foundry into a creature. Swing for what? Too much? They scoop so fast. They scoop so fast. So, opponent is mono green. Kind of a strange spot for mono green. 3 caskets. Let's go 4 caskets and get rid of these holes. Hope of Girapur also seems a little weak here. He's definitely got mana ramp. But I think I want the glass caskets instead because of Troll. Yeah, they just get bigger and bigger. It did look like Mono Green Devotion. From what we saw, it was definitely Mono Green Devotion. Definitely Mono Green Devotion. And here we go. We got the Ornithopter. We do not have the Retrofitter Foundry. So what are we doing here? I like the hand. I'm going to keep. But this tap land is going to make things a little awkward. So do we drop the tap land Ornithopter or get the fountain out, Esper Sentinel, the next turn drop the Ornithopter, hope for untapped land? It's too dangerous. Do it like this. Yeah, definitely mono green devotion. Alright, this is actually really good. Make the Ornithopter large. Swing at the Kiora. 1, 2, 3. It's not big enough. Huh. This one's tricky. I know I want to drop the Ornithopter. We're gonna do all that glitters. I think we leave the Kiora alone for now. I think I could kill him before that becomes a problem. Yeah, they're scary. But he scooped with a troll on the field. He couldn't do anything with it. Do we ever save our Inzul or our indestructible land? Yes. Yes, sometimes we are saving Inzul for indestructible land. That's why I haven't played it out. Next turn, I might put it on the Ornithopter, but a lot of the times I'm playing things for tempo, right? As if I could get damage off, I'm going to. And if I could push an extra 5 off by getting it on an Ornithopter, mono green is very bad at dealing with things in the air. Very bad. And that card really hurts us. Karn is very dangerous for us. Oh, that's the one card that we don't want to see. Oh, man. But, regardless, it really depends on your tempo and what you're trying to do. We do have to handle that Karn. Oh, my God. We drew the thing that we needed. All right. Kill Karn, please. For the love of God, kill Karn. Whew! That is a dangerous card for this deck. Sorry for the late. No problem. Thank you for joining. Well, aside for the 30-30 Trampler, that shredded me. Yes, I remember your comment about that. Let's draw some cards. Cards are always fantastic. Oh, that is a problem. That might be too much of a problem for us to deal with. Should have looked at the board before playing. That's fine. We get him next turn. Inzul Artifact now is ineffective because of Cavalier of Thorns. That's a lot of mana. Nissa. And this is where mono green just snowballs and runs us over.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
Don't really want to scoop quite yet. I got to see a little bit more. Another Karn. We're going to get him in game 3. Now that we know that he has a lot of Planeswalkers, this is where Sire Ginger comes in. We only have 1 copy right now. A little bit rough. Go down one of these. Definitely 2 negates and metallic rebukes. Going for the control build, baby. All that glitters goes away altogether. Hope of Girapur goes away. Then we're going to have to counter some things. Yeah, mono green at first, if you could beat them quickly, you're good. But, geez. Yeah, I was probably still in there, but the snowbally effect of having all of those planeswalkers and stuff like that. And it's best of 3, so I'll get him in game 3. Now that we have a better idea of his deck, I'm happy to go to game 3. Mulligan that first one, and no colored mana at all. This is not good. But we do have a Foundry. We can start making little things. We're probably too slow in this one. Need to draw white mana. Hey, baby. That's what's up. Smith. Scourge. Pass. Opponent. Alright, already a 4-3, and alchemy stuff. Fantastic. Reliquary. Scourge, grows a Smith into Mashiko's Reign of Truth. Grows a Smith swings for 6. He takes. Probably. No, he blocks. All right. He's only got 2 mana. So we're looking all right. We want to grow the Scourge with the Mashiko's Reign of Truth. Timeless Witness. Wow. Good stuff. Grows the Scourge. Drops the Plains. Drops this. Grabs the Halfling. Grows the Smith. Grows the Smith. Swings for 8. Opponent takes it. I only had like 30% of the Wilds of Eldraine and 50% of Lodor. How much I have to wait if I want to start thinking about going to Historic? I'm a mobile. I'm poor. Join the club. It is the 21st century. We are all poor here. We just scrape it by day by day. As far as going into Historic, so here's what I always argue about going into Historic. You can really do it at any time. Because once you make a deck, it's good for forever. Grow the Smith is always going to be good. It does take a while to snowball into get in and get going. But once you do, I mean, just roll with it. Like, I always craft in Historic or Explorer. And you collect a lot of cards in Standard no matter what. Also, as a free player, if you do dailies every day, in 1 year, you'll earn around 400,000 gold. Yes. If you just grind, you'll get everything you want. Absolutely, 100%. Your collection's really not relevant. Absolutely, 100% agree. Once you get, like, 20 or 30 rares, a couple of mythics, you can make any deck that you want. Hello. But, like, the thing is that they always tempt you with the newest cards, right? Always the newest cards. And if you watch a lot of YouTubers, they're always making new decks and new decks and new decks. And yes, I'm responsible for that as well. But for the most part, you shouldn't be crafting hardly ever. You make one deck and you just keep playing that deck. And you just keep improving it and making it better. And if you want to move into some other deck type, a different archetype, make sure you're within the colors that you were already using. That's at least how I go about it. And remember, all your standard cards work in Historic and Explorer. Mostly. Yes, mostly they do. And they give you so many packs in Standard. It's actually quite incredible how many packs you will get for free. You'll build out your collection quite rapidly if you get 3 or 4 wins a day. Just 3 or 4 is the important one. Anything above that is just extra. It's what would you say? Icing on the cake? That's it. I did it. Oh, for a nice Cascade deck? Absolutely. 11 rare wild cards. Save them. Sliver Cascade is the only great Cascade deck. So we are getting roped like crazy. Yes, Coffee South should know. LMAO. Oh yeah. I fell into the trap of the slivers. There's so many cards that make slivers so good, but they're not in Arena at all. The standard Cascade deck, I haven't looked at it that much. Yeah. I haven't played against it. I have not felt the pain, but I've been trying to grind with this account. This takes up a lot of time to do it right. Grows the boys. I think our opponent is going so slowly because he feels like he's behind and he doesn't like it. That's what it feels like, at least. We just all swinging. I got some wins in 9 quick drafts. 6-3 is my personal record. Still don't know how to draft. 6-3 is fantastic, especially with you saying you don't really draft well. That is still 100% fantastic. Want to see if we can get some blue mana going. Of course not. Okay. Gross. Well, let's swing. This guy's going a little bit too slow for my taste, so I'm just going to go hot and heavy here. I think he's done. I think the basic version of this artifacts deck is 0 rares. It is. So I think you could honestly just dig through Coffee's previous videos, craft the very basic, and then start upgrading it. That's exactly the best way to do it, in my humble opinion, of course, because I showcased that deck. The one with Ginger Brute, all that glitters, what else was in there? A couple other things. Yeah, he's gone. Man, if you're behind in a match, just jump out of the match. I take wins, though. Definitely take wins. All right. 5 dailies done. Yep, they reprinted Ginger Brute for Wilds of Eldraine and his girlfriend, Sire Ginger. Fantastic stuff. Playing other games, so I only do my dailies, plus 4 wins. Honestly, I'm still building currency and do okay. Absolutely. See, this game only gets expensive if you fall into a lot of the hype that people do. You know, they're like, oh, this card's the best. No, now this card's the best. And 2 days later, there's another best card and another one. You run out of wild cards really fast by doing that kind of stuff. Had a bad run today, but it's the weekend. All the meta decks come out to play on the weekend. They do indeed. I'm happy that we were able to beat the Mono Green Devotion deck. Don't like the reprint, though. Original print Ginger Brute. When all Kool-Aid guy busting through the wall. Oh, that's a beautiful card. Yeah, the new print's not that pretty. I definitely prefer the original. All day, every day, baby. So you guys do know that Sire Ginger is Ginger Brute's girlfriend. The one from the original commercial. I just love that little taste that they finally put her in. Oh, look at that. We get to draw a card. Assemble the team. Alright, so we're dealing with this particular deck. I've had mixed results against this deck. We definitely want to put this here. We don't have the mana base right now to put it on the Razor Tide Bridge. Okay, we get to draw a card. Perfect. Thank you very much, opponent. More green mana. Do we want to draw more cards, or do we just want to go for lethal? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We will miss Fatal by 1. I think that pushes the opponent off of the field. Oh, I'm an idiot. I don't have 2 white. I'm setting him up for next turn. That was completely on purpose. Opponent. And we get a Golos Tireless Pilgrim. Alright, alright. Guy costs 5. Let's grow the Scourge now that we have some more land available. And now he's got a... Nope, doesn't matter. He's dead. Doesn't matter. 9 in the air kills him. Fantastic. Screaming at my screen right now. If only cause I've done that same mistake so many times. And what mistake is that? Buying the cosmetics? Planet lands in the shop. Must resist the temptation. Oh my god, yes. They always... That's the thing, is like Magic is a game of art. And they really get you on that art. Gotta pay up for those pretty ones. I always fall for that too. That's why my other account is like, it's got a lot of pretty stuff, and then it's got a lot of stuff that isn't so pretty. A lot of buyer's remorse in Magic the Gathering. Okay, this is kind of gross, but kind of hilarious too. We won the first round, so who cares if we lose the second one, right? Thinking you have 2 white sources up? Yeah, and not. The always death moment, or when the auto tapper taps the wrong lands. That's also a fun one. Our opponent mulls Mystic. Alright, well, we put that in a hole. Don't want him ramping at all. Ornithopter. Next turn, Esper Sentinel, and not much else. Adore Phyrexian cards, especially white ones, because the art looks so amazing. Hope they print more in the upcoming sets. I don't know if we're seeing more Phyrexians quite yet, but they always seem to find their way around in Magic. They always seem to be right around the corner. He pays for it. Passes. This one's a little bit rough. We're going to drop the Ingenious Smith. We're going to look for an Esper Sentinel. What do we grab? An Ornithopter here. Let's grab a Sentinel. A second Sentinel seems fine. This match, we did not get a lot, but opponent's down to 2 cards. Maybe, just maybe, he has junk in his hand. Him swinging with the Tyrant makes me think he does. Garoza Smith. Man, just not having a mana base is really hurting us here. We grew our boys, we swing. Opponent's struggling too, though, so... maybe this is just one where the shuffler kills us both? We'll go look at those right after this, too. I haven't looked at them yet. Oh, that was easy. I drew crap, opponent drew crap. What a game of Magic. Just how it was intended to be played. Let's see them. If they're good enough to splurge for, I gotta see these things. You said in the dailies, right? Or daily deals? These? Or these? They're pretty cool. Yep, we got the diamond. Hurrah! Could do like a spiffing Brit. Huzzah! I really like this one. Yeah, I really like that. That planes. Oh man, those are cool. That makes me want to go over to my other account and get these, especially. From Adam Paquet, or Paquet. I'm an American. I don't pronounce names well. Mountains are sweet. I will always say Wizard of the Coast hires some of the best artists in the world. You already have the Eldraine lands. Yeah, for stuff like that, not on this account, of course, but for the most part, on my other account, if I think something's really well done, I'm going to buy it because I definitely want to encourage Wizards to keep making beautiful art. All right, we're going to play first. Oh, boy. Well, that's not a keepable hand. This is... And I think I actually throw away the bridge here. All right, pay the 2. Drop the Sentinel past the turn. Don't have the planet lands, though. I think those look really cool. I actually still don't have the Wilds of Eldraine ones. I got the, what do you call it? What set was that? That was... Oh, man. Wow, why am I blinking on it? No, it don't matter. I picked up the glass lands. I thought those looked really sweet. I think we're just building still. Swinging for 1. Streets of New Capenna. That's the one. Grab those lands. I thought those were really sweet. Let's see. Dropping this dude. I think we're just growing our boys and swinging. Mashiko's Reign of Truth. Putting it on Scourge. Because if he removes the Scourge, we get to draw a card. And we get lifelink now. Parallax full art ones. Yeah, we do that. Grabbing the fountain. Enter tapped. Taking the opponent to 12. We're at 18 now. Oh, of course a Lily. Lily's really dangerous for this deck. It is certainly whale bait. Oh man, Lily is so bad for us. Could pick up the Loris. Could draw a card. Let's pass. We're probably popping the Roadside Reliquary. Yep, easy for us. We drop land off.
Drop it.
I think he's got us here. We're not looking good. Loris and hope they don't have another discard. Absolutely. Oh, okay, Shieldred really hurts this deck too. Man, oh man. This is one of the big weaknesses for this deck right here. Of course we draw land. Inzul Artifact. Nothing to really put it on. Wow. Well, we definitely want to hold that bridge still. I don't think we win this first round. But let's see what else they have in the deck. Like, they have Thoughtseize. They're running 4 Thoughtseize. Probably Fatal Push. We got Shieldred Lily. He's very willing to discard cards. But he had the Overgrown Tombs to discard, so he was fine there. I'm going to get wild cards sooner or later by earning packs. So I won't do it. We could put the bridge. Put it on the bridge the next turn. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. We are really far behind here. If I drop the Loris now, what do I get? The Foundry? Maybe the Sentinel. So maybe we're doing something like this. Got to do something here. Gotta keep it rolling. 8. Hit Lily. Yep, block with the Shieldred. Fine. This is the one that makes the fairies. Oh, gross. You know what? That's probably what I should have done. Get the Scourge back. Fly over. Hit it. But would have had to wait a turn. Probably sack something. Getting the Shelly off of the field is fine by me. Thoughtseize really hurts us here. But if he had it, he would have played it by now. You need to exile Citadel. Another argument for having Citadel here. All right. A second Shelly, and we draw land, and we scoop it up. Whew. Gogori really hurts us a lot. But we got to get negates in here. We got to get slip out the backs in here. And we got to get metallic rebukes in here. We're dropping all 4 portable holes. We're just hoping to really kind of control the battlefield a lot more in this second round. Hope of Girapar goes away. All that glitters goes down to 1. We could get Sir Ginger in here as well. Drop a Meditect. Therefore, Ingenious Smith hits more things. Ingenious Smith gets weaker as you put negate, slip out the backs, and metallic rebukes in here. But you'd be surprised at how long you could last in a bad matchup with this deck. Yeah, Loris definitely would have died in the hand. It could have been. There wasn't a lot in the bin that I really thought would have got us out of it, though. And that's the only reason I didn't play the Loris right there. Otherwise, you're 100% right. You caved and bought the Planet Lands. I don't blame you. They are quite beautiful. Let's go ahead and Plains first into Esper Sentinel. Therefore, if he has removal, we get to at least draw a card. Next, we're probably... Don't know. Do we slip out the back? Nah, we Smith here. We Smith, we try to grow quickly. We've got to grow quickly. If we do not, we die. Gorilla Smith, pass the turn, opponent. Well, you can only recur 1 at a time. Like if you read Loris, right, once during each of your turns, you may cast a permanent with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard, right? So well, I guess over time you're probably right. Let's get this down. Rosa Smith some more. Drop Scourge. You're probably right. Don't need to do that yet. Swing for 3. Opponent. No blocks. Takes the damage down to 15. And we Scourge. I also get a little carried away because I really want to get my interaction against this deck in the game. And the sooner I do that, the more chance I have of actually winning. There's a Shieldred right on cue. We do not have a counter in hand, unfortunately. Draw. Wow, we just flooded like crazy. All right, more mana. Now if I slip that out the back, that's 4, 5, 6 damage. It's not enough. We need to get like Mashiko's Reign of Truth. That changes this match. Mashiko's Reign of Truth will be brutal in this one. Hindsight is 2020. We couldn't know they had another Shelly. Absolutely. But I have noticed if they have one Shelly, they have all 3 in their hand. It was the same whenever I was playing a lot of Shelly. So, I should know how the shuffler works. I've been in this game for a minute. Yes. That is the main target for this, by the way. The main target for Inzul Artifact is Darksteel Citadel. Bitter Blossom again. This card is going to be a pain in the butt, isn't it? Okay. Okay. My turn. Draw. Oh my god. Well, if we ever get to our Mashiko's Reign of Truth, it's gonna really slap them hard. Nothing in the graveyard. That is incredible. Swing in with the Smith. He does not block with Shieldred. Interesting. Which means he does not have a second Shieldred in hand. Pick up the Loris, pass the turn. We want to use mana when we can. Though Thoughtseize does hurt us now. Opponent. We want him to make a bad block against the Smith. Smith is growing. The Jin deck? Awesome. Oh, are you talking about Haughty Jin? The mono blue? Yeah, we get rid of a Thopter. That's still a pretty good deck. Ooh, coming in. So I've been thinking about what you said, that we should use one deck, get good with it, and tweak it. Maybe I should do that. That all depends, because like the more competence you have on a deck, the better. Like I could just kind of auto run this deck a lot of the time. Not in a matchup like this where we just flood. Yeah, this was a flood, man. Alright. Drop the Loris. Play the Ornithopter. Yeah, when you can just auto run a deck over and over and over again, it is fantastic. Let's go like this. Should have probably slip out the back the fairy there. That's fine, we can play it from the bin. That Shieldred is so strong against us. I play so many decks. I think at this point I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. LOL. Yeah. I feel that way a lot of the times. Better have one blinged out deck. 5 different half finished ones. Yes.
Have things we'd rather forget.
Yeah, see how it goes. And you'll start to see like where your weaknesses are with the particular deck too, right? So it's like, well, this deck is really weak against X, Y, and Z thing. Therefore, I will run things in the sideboard to mitigate that damage as much as humanly possible. That is a fantastic draw for us. Oh my god, we finally did it. We're going to go face. I think. Yeah, we're going to go face. Go face. Down to 12. 70 plus finished. Yeah, absolutely. My other account looks like that as well. And just use a draft. I remember you talking about that. Your draft deck. All right. Well, Smith dies. We're really just top decking now. With the Bitter Blossom here, I don't think there's any way to win. So I think this one might be a scoop. And it's getting a little dull. Alright, let's move on to another one. There's just so much value in that Gogori deck. So much going on with it. Yeah, I remember you talking about your draft deck. Or your draft account. It's a smart way to do it. Therefore, you're gaining competence in drafting. Only money I spent was that initial new players pack. Absolutely. That's a good deal, by the way. The new player pack, it's like, what, $5? You get 2,000 gems or something. It's really good. $5, yeah. Couldn't quite remember, but $5 does definitely sound right. Man, oh man, where is our white mana? Oh, it's so painful. I know the right move is a mulligan again, but a beggars choosers, we are going to draw our white mana. We will draw the white mana. Got so much of it in the deck. Dropping the Thopter, passing the turn. Man, oh man. Pushes it out. Okay, see? Told you we would draw it. We could even Mashiko's Reign of Truth and grow nothing. Our other deck that we hate to see. This into this. Try to grow our board state out a little bit. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, as we are wont to see, with a Blood Tithe Harvester, and of course we start flooding immediately. Put it there. Pay the 2, do this number, and I think we want all that glitters on this. We're desperate. That is a desperate play. Might need to invest in some more rare lands. Next time you get some more wild cards. Mana base is really hurting us. Yes. Rare lands is the #1 thing you need to be crafting. It's a must. Like, there are lands in the real world where they cost like $700. I'm going to go after that. I'm surprised he's giving this to me. He's got like an infinite thing with the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Doesn't want it, I guess. Of course the One Ring. Why wouldn't he have it? Man, oh man. More flooding. But we have Loris. Loris is almost usable. Pick it up. Pass a turn. The only problem with rare lands is they're very boring to craft, but once you do it, you can play any deck you want. There's the Shelly. Perfect. Taps, draws, and this combo here, Shieldred and the One Ring, just brutal for us. Absolutely brutal. We can still grow with the Retrofitter Foundry. We can Machiko's Reign of Truth. We can Loris. I don't know why he's swinging here. Alright, take that block. It's fascinating how they make Old Jerusalem map as a battlegrounds. Is that what this is? It's kind of cool. I never would have put that together. Yes, all of the value for the opponent. Well, we're going to continue to try here. Making more guys. Draw. Sentinel. Okay. Drop the Sentinel. Play the Mashiko's Reign of Truth? Yeah, we might as well be aggressive as possible. Make him block. What do you want to kill? If you make a token at end step and then Mashiko, he needs to block something or he just dies. Yeah. He needs a block here. He needs a block 2, actually. Yeah, he needs to block 2 things. Which gets away from the Harvester's infinite whatever. Let's make another token. Down to 9. How do you like that 1 ring's damage now there, buddy? Still drawing cards off of it. We're probably seeing another 1 ring drop here. A Crucius. I actually find it interesting that people are still playing this card. Crucius was good. Lo and behold, my surprise whenever I logged in one day, and he was no longer a 3-3, but a 3-1, which makes him, in my opinion, completely unplayable. Like, now he just, like, literally dies to anything. I think I'm swinging with everything. The reason is he has a block Mashiko, or Portrait of Mashiko and the Servo. Okay, well, that certainly makes my move a lot worse. Blood Tithe Harvester, or I mean the Bowmasters, Orcish Bowmasters. Alright, well, we'll create another one. We can Loris here. And that's where the true power happens. Yep, that dies. Copies the Bowmasters. Oh, brilliant. Well played there, sir. Yeah, you still have to block both, but you're probably doing that with this Bowmaster and what? The 2-2? Okay. Really well played by the opponent right there. Yeah, he didn't anticipate the 30 damage coming at his face. Isn't he just dead? No. He did really well putting it all together. Keeping himself alive for the time being. We get Esper Sentinel back out. If he can't kill... Oh, he can kill the Loris. No, he can't. Not yet. Draws a bunch of cards. He's got another Shieldred, the Apocalypse, and I think this is where we have to go to the game 2. But now we know we need our counter spells. Do we get to draw? Nope. Did you see the move? If I Lorist and then all that glitters? Probably right there. Draw. Scourge. Nothing in the air. Because we want to get something with all that we're going to probably... Hopefully, all that glitters goes back to the bin. That's what we're hoping. We want to get all that glitters or Mashiko's Reign of Truth on like a Volt Scourge in the air, or even a Thopter. Just a regular Thopter will be fine. 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 Next. Okay. Blocks. Well, it looks like he's not putting anything to the bin. We'll wait. Very durable deck. Yeah, I must have saw your comment a little bit late there, man. Up to 14. Can we win this? Do we just duck the opponent? They don't think he could really win. Well, it would be really brutal if he found another Blood Tithe Harvester. He should have 2 more in the deck. You could also stack the thingy with the glitters to your foundry to force your glitters back into the bin. Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right there. We're probably doing that. There's the Harvester. Okay. That's going to help us gain a lot of life as well. Now, he might kill the Scourge here. A smart player would. Karn. Ugh. Alright, so we're going after Karn first. We're only at 7, so that's not good. What do you got? Oh. At least he used it now, right? Maybe a little bit hasty on the opponent's part. I thought he was going to wait on that. Then we would have been in a lot of trouble. I'm not sure how that reflection of Kiki Jiki works, though. He might just kill your Scourge before it attaches by copying the Bowmaster. Well, it does not say... Well, here's the thing. If he copies the Blood Tithe Harvester, right, then he can only activate this as a sorcery. So we're good now. Enter tapped. Why? Oh, right. This thing kills us, basically. Yeah, I don't think this match is savable. Let me think here. So he copies something like a Blood Tithe Harvester or a Orcish Bowmaster. He's going to copy the Orcish Bowmasters. That creates another body, kills this. No, kills this with the Orcish Bowmasters. Yeah, I'm going to go to round 2. Ugh. It's been a painful round. There is no assist working for mobile right now. I think never. Huh. No assist working? So is the server just down? We want a lot of stuff in here. Don't know what to cut. Hope of Girapur. Retrofitter Foundry can get us out of a lot of things. We want to keep that. All that glitter stays. Metatech will go down to 1 copy. Yeah, definitely the 3 slip out the backs. Go down to no all that glitters. Glass Casket hits Bowmaster. Same with Portable Hole. Go down the last of those. 1 Esper Sentinel. And 1 Foundry. All right. Have to counter that ring and Shelly whenever you can. That is why we have Metallic Rebuke and Negate. That is exactly why we have those now. Those just tear us apart. And not in the fun, fast way. In the slow, painful way. I don't know. Maybe Shelly and the Ring are a little bit too much for this deck if you can't get a fast start. But getting Volt Scourge Inzul Artifact going right away could be the thing that wins it. Puts him on a 4-turn clock starting on turn 2, so 5 turns. That's going to have to be a lucky draw for him. But he's going to have removal. We don't have any way of protecting the Scourge right now either. Opponent is making us wait. Hello, sir. Oh, yeah, like MTG Assistant and all that stuff. Yeah. It's a shame that they don't do anything like that for mobile. But I think it's a little tougher to do that. I don't know how apps really work on the phone like that. I don't know if they interlay very well. Yeah, Shelly and the Ring are just brutal. The Ring will be banned. I am about 80% sure. It's a matter of when will it be banned. It's just too much value. We could have got on last game before the card came down. Yes. We were in it until Karn came down. And then when Karn came down, it's game over. I could handle Shelly. I could handle the One Ring for the most part. But you put a... what do you call it? A Karn out there as well. And we are no longer in that match. Well, we're going to put it on the Citadel. Pass a turn. Opponent slow to react. One of those thinking people. Well, we have the answer for that. We're going to Portable Hole the Harvester. Swing for 5. And now we have to do massive amounts of damage very quickly. We could hole on the blood as well. Now there is some logic to it, because if we do that, then we would be able to Inzul Artifact on the Portable Hole. That is just protecting a blood token. Opponent plays a Crucius. I don't care about Crucius anymore. Pay 2 life. Drop the hole, take the treasure? Yeah. Grab the treasure. Awesome. Then Inzul Artifact on that Portable Hole. Swing in for 5. Blocking with the Crucius? No. And it is time for Dolores to do some work for us. Fable the Mirror Breaker, I don't care. I can't be bothered. A Metallic Rebuke is beautiful. Swing. Opponent, let me swing, please. Let me swing. And now we're sat back, relaxed, waiting on an opponent to do a thing. Are you salty, opponent? What do you guys think? You think this is salt? The rope? Or is he thinking? Down to 3. Interesting. Let's see. If we do this, I think these are technically untapped. So we can still rebuke. Our deck is doing things. It is indeed. We're holding up Metallic Rebuke. We're hoping he thinks he gets out of this with a ring. Discard 2, draws 2. Maybe we let the ring... No, we don't let the ring go. We just kill him, right? He's definitely going to play the ring. I see it. I feel it. I feel it. Yes. Counter that ring, sir. Scoop. Yeah, exactly. We cannot both Metallic Rebuke and pick up Loris. That's why I left Loris in the... yeah, he just stayed in exile the whole time. Metallic Rebuke was the only way to win. Otherwise, that ring just tears us up. Drew it at the exact right moment, too. That was perfect. I just felt the ring was coming down. Ring players always have the ring. That is how it works. Oh, man. No, I can't. Oh, no, I can't. Oh. And we are... Wow. We definitely keep the glass casket. We definitely keep the Inzel artifact. And the Retrofitter Foundry. And the argument for the Retrofitter Foundry is we can always put Inzel artifact on it, but we do have a Citadel. So drop the Foundry. Oh, man, that double mulligan, man. That double mulligan hurts. Oh. Oh, and then we get the Ornithopter. Of course we get the Ornithopter now. Yep, Fatal Push. All right. Cool. Oh, that makes me so happy to know that the Shuffler is still doing shufflery things. Let's get the Citadel going. It's not a very strong Citadel right now because we need more land. Okay, Fable and Mirror Breaker doing its thing, and we get a Volt Scourge. Oh. I don't like it. Let's swing. Opponent. Down to 15. We might just have to power right through him. Like, this is rough. I don't feel the ring yet. But with Fable and Mirror Breaker, maybe we're seeing it anyway. Don't have to feel it for it to happen, right? No blocks. What do you got? Go Blink. Casket and... I think Metallic Rebuke or Michiko's Reign of Truth. We need to get mana. I think we're just gonna try to power through this. We need a mana. Any mana that's untapped. Please. Guess it didn't quite matter, did it? Wow. Down to 7, I guess, and pass the turn. We do have Slip Out the Back, which is good. We have one away from Fatal. Swings. Alright. Well, I guess you can't do anything if you don't draw lands, huh? Yeah. The One Ring always feels bad. No lie. Oh man, that is a really, really rough. Well, we could pick up the Loris, but we know he has a lot of hand hate. So I think we're just like passing. He's got protection with the ring. Draws a card. Okay, down to 6. He has a Shelly. If he drops a Shelly, we could slip out the back on the Shelly when he goes to draw cards, and then he doesn't get to draw. There's a Shelly right on cue. Okay, so he could run into a trap here. He taps it. We slip that out the back. So that's gone now. Tapped Hive of the Eye Tyrant. All we need is one good draw. A Mashiko's Reign of Truth, not slip out the back. Huh. Slip out the back doesn't quite get us there, but here's the thing. He's going to have to block here. What if I... Oh, there's the line right there. Slip that out the back. You should have been conservative, my man. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Yeah, slip wins for sure. Yep. There it is. Oh, man. That was fun. That was great fun. Shelly was already slipped out the back. Yeah, thanks. Now, oh man, I just love slip out the back because it's so diverse. Not only does it protect your creatures, but whenever he's being greedy and wanting to keep the shaman, it gets him killed. He killed himself. Greedy, greedy. But Rakdos players always be greedy. Rakdos players always be greedy. I know when I play Rakdos, I get really greedy. I think we've got one more in us, guys, and then we are going to have to go. The lady wants to go to some hippie festival thing this evening. Absolutely. Yes. We could say Azorius artifacts can beat Shieldred and the One Ring. If you think about it, the One Ring itself is a greedy card, and that greedy move, especially with Rakdos, I should have expected it. I didn't. Yeah, you could say that Azorius Artifacts really stands a chance against almost every deck, unless you see a, oh my god, I almost called it Thanos, but it's not Thanos. My brain's not doing that thinking thing too good right now. There are a few cards that our deck cannot beat. Pithing Needle's good against us. Oh man, this is taking a while. But for the most part, we could stick in any matchup, and that's why Slip Out the Back, and that's why Metallic Rebuke is so powerful for this deck. It's so good. But we want it as sideboard pieces. I'm going to slip out the back of this match. Yeah, you were saying that you could just keep slipping Shelly out the back and him taking the damage from the One Ring over and over. That was exactly what the plan was. Awesome. I do appreciate it. It will be up immediately. It will immediately be up so that anybody could watch this over and over again if you wanted to. Streams are really nice places to learn a lot about how things are actually played in the arena because, like, Yeah, sure, I could edit a video to do things, but seeing it in practice is always a little bit better in my opinion. Yeah, that was the original plan, and then he made that goofball mistake. Because he had 2 blockers. Oh, okay, you're doing the same thing. Okay, we are facing ourselves. What a way to end it. The mirror match. The rare mirror match. Absolutely rare. But we have portable holes. It's pretty nice when your opponent just falls right into a little hole. Give me the Ornithopter. He doesn't have a Loris, though, so, I mean, this is very good for us. Give us both of them. Swing for 4. An opponent is on his heels already. He's gone. Yeah, these are pretty cool looking. Where are these from? Ah, okay. It's pretty cool style. What should go in here? 2 glass caskets. Go down 1 hope. Go down 1. Metatech. I think this is going to be a very fast match. I guess we could have avoided it. Oh, right, because we could have blocked with the Thopter, sacked it, done the thing. I wasn't worried about the 4 damage, though. Like, sometimes it's just like, it's just 4. But we could have avoided it. We could have definitely avoided it. Scourge. Well, we might have to draw our things with the Innovative Metatech. Whole purpose of him being in the game is Scourge and Metatech. There's Automation, Ornithopter. Alright. Well, now we're going to have to work a little bit harder to get this going. Should we take the Patchwork Automation? Or should we take the Thopter? Let me think here. If we drop the Smith, we start to get some more stuff out of our library. Innovative Metatech doesn't do anything for us this turn. We could Portable Hole on the Ornithopter, swing for 1. He is down to 3 cards in hand. This also gets an artifact on the battlefield so that we could start building up for Mashiko's Reign of Truth, a very large one. I am not afraid of that Patchwork Automation's damage. So we take the Ornithopter, we swing in for 1, we play another Vault Scourge, and pass the turn. Next turn, we could do a decent sized Mashiko's Reign of Truth, or we could do Innovative Metatech in order to try to get some cards out. Yeah, Automation has Ward, and I don't think it's really all that scary for us. What, you're going to hit us for 4, but we're going to have this Vault Scourge here doing some business. Inzul Artifact. Well, that works too, right? Yeah, get your card. Bet you feel really fancy for that. Gain us some life back. Then we miss Shiko's Reign of Truth, and that's a decent amount of damage coming at him. But do we want to do it yet? That's getting big. Oh no, it has flying. Thought Monitor could be a good card for this deck at some point. Where's our land? We're gonna have to give him 2 cards. Man. Yeah, we were close to the draw. It's coming at some point. And the Scourge getting big enough to protect us is really what we need right now. Another Automation. We're not worried about that. If this game was going to be longer, we would be. As per Sentinel, everything's on the ground looking good. That's 8 damage, 9, 10. Okay. We will take 10. Lovely stuff. Okay, grows the boy. Swings for 9. Drops a smith. We grab Thopter. We play the bridge. We drop the Thopter. We pass a turn. Now we could block some damage. We could do some stuff. Holds back automation. Holds back Esper Sentinels. Yeah, Lifelink is the way where it's at, baby. Vault Scourge is such a good card for this deck. You're just able to block most of the damage at almost all points. Well, we piloted this for a little while. I thought it was super fun. I enjoyed it. It is about time to wrap this one up. Thank you guys for joining today. I do appreciate it. Should we do the greedy thing and open them, or should we wait? Yeah, no more removal. Good game. GG's opponent. We're going to do the greedy thing. We're going to open these up. Always enjoy seeing some Thopters go off. Yeah. Thopters are great. Hey, it was my pleasure. Thanks for suggesting it. If you guys want to see more of me just kind of building up that that deck and running it over and over again, we can do that. I played well over 400 rounds with the deck. I really enjoy artifacts. They just always seem to be able to at least stay in the game, you know? You could at least stay in the game with that artifact deck. And the counter spells are great in it. Slip out the back is, as you saw it, you saw the slip out the back in it. It's incredible when it actually works out perfectly. Yeah. I actually think that Termod's Crypt is like the weakest card in this deck. Maybe Sir Ginger goes completely away and we grab like another Metallic Rebuke even. Yeah, you'd like to see it be tweaked slowly? Yeah. That was one thing I wanted to do with this account, because a lot of times people think Historic is unattainable, but it's really not. It's just where you determine to spend your resources. And yeah, like the more we tweak this, the better it becomes. Like that's what you get whenever you play the same deck over and over and over again. You see its weaknesses, and you could tweak it and make it ever slightly stronger every time you play it. That Thought Monitor wasn't too bad. No, not at all. I actually think Thought Monitor is a card that I completely forgot about until I just saw it played against me effectively. So let's look at that. Hopefully it's a mythic. I think I spelled that right. Let's look. It costs like 7. Where is it? Not collected. Okay. It's Thought Monitor, right? Let me Google it. Yeah. I must have spelled it wrong. I'm looking at the card now. I don't see it. Traditional Historic. I'm all set up for it. Oh, you're right. We would have to give up the Loris because it's a permanent. I was going to try to come over here and look at it, but we could look at it right here. Yeah, it would definitely be a shame to have to give up the Loris, because playing things from the graveyard is really, really, really strong. Could be a sideboard piece, but then we would lose the Loris. Maybe. But yeah, I think the Loris is just way too important for us to give up. And we would have to give up Loris with the Thought Monitor. Yeah, Nettle Cyst. I actually thought about Germs in this deck. Germs would not be a bad way to go, I don't think. Like, let's go over to the store. One reason why I wanted to save up the 4,000 was because there's a couple of cards over here that would be very good for us. But this is an uncommon. We could definitely we could definitely craft these. But Living Weapon is kind of cool. This 01, he costs 2. There's one that costs 0, and I'm really like that. And that's going to be your Accorder's Shield, or the Accorder Shield right here. It's really a shame that there's not a germ attached to this, but the Accorder Shield seems pretty decent. And it gets Esper Sentinel away from the Orcish Bowmasters. Yeah. Making really small things really big on turn 3 or 4, it was just smashy smash. I also like things like this bird, but it's not an artifact, so I don't think it would be very helpful for us. These lands will probably be helpful. But a Quarter Shield seems okay as a sideboard piece to get things away from Orcish Bowmaster, specifically away from Orcish Bowmasters. And this guy right here, the Mortipod, I think could be okay. We could even sack things to deal damage to any target. Maybe to kill the Orcish Bowmasters. I don't know. But we've got things that we could do. Of course, we got the Babel. Gets the land out of our library. You know, there's some neat things in these historic anthologies that could work really well for us. Yeah. But we're going to have to cut this stream here, guys. My lady is making me go do a thing in the real world today. Yeah, and I think we have enough ways to grind out the game, if need be, with Foundry and Meditech. Yes, absolutely. Being able to seek cards, non-land cards, out of your library with the Meditech. And Retrofitter Foundry, some control players even play that. Historic 7 is is awesome. Yeah, I did not get Explorer number 2 at all. As you can see, we're getting up there in gems again. We spent the 34 to get the Mastery Pack. But yeah, somebody else was saying that they liked Historic 7 better. Sword of Ice and Fire is always fantastic. You know, that's like one of my old school favorite cards. And of course you have the Vendelion here. It almost works like a Thoughtseize in some ways. Except for the opponent gets to draw a card. And these Titans are fantastic. I was looking at these Titans the other day. These are wonderful. And of course, Giver of Ruins. Giver of Ruins has a chance of making that deck at some point. Protection from colorists or the color of your choice until the end of turn. Yep, thanks, man. See you later. And we will definitely do some piloting again. Make it a little bit better over time. You take care, and yeah. A lot of people really liked this one. I think that you're right, especially with Giver of Ruins, the Titans, all that stuff. It's all good stuff. Better lands, etc., etc. I could definitely be mistaken from time to time. Yeah. But I appreciate you guys hanging out today. It was great fun. I always enjoy doing lives because it allows us to interact a little bit more. I get to know kind of what you guys want to see more, and that's kind of what this channel is all about. This free-to-play account is only around because people seem to really like to see it played, you know? And it's a really nice experiment, too, to see how far we could actually push a free-to-play account. Especially as young as this one is, I've been really happy with the results so far. Yeah, I mean, we got 54% of Wilds of Eldraine already. 58% of that. 77% of Lord of the Rings. It hasn't been bad to play it for free. Yep. But I'm going to jump out of here, guys. And I will see you guys in the next video or the live stream, whichever you guys prefer. I appreciate you guys, as always, hanging out and playing some Magic. Until this next time, this is Coffee Stout signing out. Bye.